Hola, those of you that have a midheaven in Gemini, this is your reading for what career should you pursue. Let me tell you how these work, just so you know before we actually get into the reading. So these are always going to be in my playlist. I wanted to do them because in the climate we're in right now, it's really uncertain in regards to economics and our economic future. So I thought it'd be good to put out a series of videos that should show people what they're more predispositioned to do in regards to and be more fulfilled in a career sense based on their midheaven. So you can always come back and check on these at any time you'd like to throughout your entire career, or even if you're thinking about changing careers, okay? That being said, I actually have a background in marketing and business. So I've advised people regarding career paths, business opportunities, and I've advised them with startups. I also have 3 of my own businesses. So I'm combining that knowledge with your midheaven, and that is actually what drives your career goals. Okay, so it's a really important placement for me. If you don't know what your midheaven or MC sign is, which is what it's sometimes referred to, look at the link I have below. It'll take you to a calculator to find that out. I believe once you get it done, it'll tell you, it'll be an MC sign. It'll be in the chart, and then come back and look at the right video for you. I will read over what the traits are for your midheaven sign, and then we're going to do a general reading. In that reading, it's going to show where you are now in your career, what your career strategy should be, and how your career goals will manifest themselves. After all that, there'll be a Vimeo link below, which I always do, for what is your dream job. And in that reading, there's going to be 3 specific options that you can pursue that are most suited for you. If all of this resonates, consider getting a personal career reading where I would incorporate your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, and then we do a big old career spread for you, okay? So otherwise, let's get to your reading. If you have a Gemini, midheaven in Gemini, you're drawn to careers that exercise your strong mental ability and your vocabulary. You have a good sense networking because of your conversational skills. You consider yourself to be a lifelong student and a jack of all trades, and you desire involvement in many interests. Your mind is always active because of your curiosity. Based on your knowledge, you can find yourself being able to predict people's actions and outcomes of situations. So that's quite an asset. You would be happiest in a career that fulfills your need for variety, or in a job that gives you the time and space to explore different areas of interest. Okay, and that being said, let's get to the reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, the universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for those with a midheaven in Gemini? Any messages you have in regards to where they are at this time in their career, what their career strategy should be, and how their career goals will manifest themselves would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. Midheaven in Gemini, what do you see? What do they need to know in regards to what career they should pursue? Can you please show me where midheaven Gemini is at this time in regards to their career? We have the Hermit card in the upright and the 3 of Pentacles in the upright. That's almost contradictory there. Can you please show what their strategy should be? Wow, they're pulling, oh no, here's one card pulling out, sorry. Your strategy should be the 7 of Wands in the upright. Oh, okay, I think I see what's going on here. And then can you show us how their goals will manifest, their career goals will manifest for those with the Taurus midheaven? And we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reversed. Huh, interesting. Okay, so the Hermit card is the card of Virgo, if that resonates. And we had the 3 of Pentacles. And I kind of thought that that was a contradiction because the Hermit, he kind of keeps to himself, but then the 3 of Pentacles is collaborating and teamwork, okay? So it seems like your current situation is that there's collaboration and there's teamwork, and I almost feel like your preference is to like kind of go off and work on things by yourself. So you're on a group project, or you get assigned on a group project, and you try to kind of like go off on your own as much as you possibly can, because it seems like, to me at least from what I'm seeing, it's a lot easier for you, and I'm talking about where you're in right now, it's a lot easier for you to kind of get your thoughts together and figure things out without kind of the noise of everyone else around you. And if that's not the case, or that doesn't resonate, it could very well just be that you are behind a team. So there's a team that collaborates and works together, what have you, and you're like in an office somewhere, and you're still an integral part of this team, but it's like you're behind the scenes. Okay. Trying to think of who. I mean, it'd be like somebody who was in a glass tower, or you know what I mean, like in an office, but they aren't necessarily like on the floor doing things, so that's what I'm getting from that. Strategy, we have the Seven of Wands. So they're kind of saying the strategy here that you need to really kind of stand up for things. So and the sign of Taurus in general tends to be, even though it's the bull, believe it or not, they're not super confrontational people. They don't invite confrontation. Okay. So in your career strategy, you really need to stand for what you believe in, okay, and stand up for yourself and protect what you believe in and fight for what you believe in. And if there's opposition, you can't fold, okay, because you're going to have to realize you can't make everybody happy. So it really is, they're saying how you can advance yourself is to have a really strong opinion, and then stick to it and stick to your convictions, and that's what's going to help. What's going to manifest, or that strategy is going to help. Now, what's going to manifest here? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Really weird with that. I mean, I'm almost getting, I don't know how to say it. Don't look into things in financial matters. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I think it'll frustrate you. Okay, so I feel like there's somebody who's handling money matters, writing the checks, or how things should be invested, or what have you, and they're not very good at it. And it's almost like, don't look behind the curtain, because that is their job and that's what they're supposed to do. And if you get too involved with it, you aren't going to be able to do anything about it. You aren't going to be able to control the other person, and basically you're just going to get frustrated. Okay, so it's kind of like saying, mind your own business, stick to what you know, don't kind of go into areas that you don't know, because it's going to drive you nuts. You're going to look at people and you're going to say, wow, I could do that so much better, where they think if you get involved with that, it's going to be problematic. So they're just kind of saying, stay away from that. Okay. It was hard to kind of put that into words. All right, so let's look into your current situation. Can you please provide clarification on the Hermit card and the Three of Pentacles in regards to where the Midheaven Taurus is at this time? Any messages you have would be greatly appreciated. Why is the Hermit card here for where Midheaven Taurus is at this time? Why is the Three of Pentacles here in regards to... Okay, so we have the Four of Cups here in reverse, and I almost feel like with that, it sort of goes back to what I was saying actually over here. People have an idea of how things should kind of be done, and you just don't think that it should be kind of done that way. And so I feel like you kind of sit it out a little bit. You don't contribute to it. You take yourself out of it, and you say, well, if they're going to go ahead, they're going to do that, fine. But I'm going to kind of like do this because I don't want to be a part of that right now. So, but I don't necessarily think that you have control over them. You just decide, okay, well, they're going to decide whatever they want to do. I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to kind of be by myself. And you also kind of, you don't say anything about it. You're locking up your feelings about it, because I think that if you kind of come out with your feelings about it, you're going to go batshit crazy. Okay. So that's one aspect of it. And I see this collaborative team, or this team that you're working with, they're not moving on to to changing something. It's almost like they're kind of like stuck in their ways of doing things, and even though it doesn't produce any results or do anything, and that's a card of Scorpio, by the way, they still kind of stay in it. It's not yielding results, it's not productive, it's nothing like that, and they just are so resistant to things changing. So that's what I feel like is kind of irritating you, that you can see that this can be done better, but it's almost like they don't listen to you. So you go, okay, well, they're not going to listen to me anyways. They're not hearing what I have to say. And you gather up your toys and you just kind of go to your office, is what I'm kind of getting. So there's a frustration in association with that. That's why they're showing us the Seven of Wands, because they're kind of saying that you need to stick up for what you believe in and tell these people they're going about it all wrong. Why is the Seven of Wands here in the upright? Who's this person? Who's this energy? Additional messages for Midheaven Taurus. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Yeah, because the way they're doing it isn't right. So we have the Devil card here in reverse, and you're saying to them, the old ways that we've done stuff, it's toxic, it's not good for us, it's negative, it's not. And you're even trying to, they're saying, stand up to these people and say, hey, it's not going to be as hard as you think it is. Like, I think that these people, they think that if things change, it's going to be super duper hard to do, and you're telling them, no, if you change, it's really not going to be as bad as you think it is. And here you are, the Knight of Wands, pushing it forward, saying, hey, we need to take the risk. We have to put this idea into action. If we don't take the risk, we're never going to find out. It's now or never. The Knight of Wands has urgency. It's like, act first, get it done now. We can worry about the other stuff later. And you're trying to kind of push this through. And they're saying, stand up for this. I mean, if you think that this is where this is supposed to go, then that's what you should do. And the honeymoon card here, the Four of Wands, is in the upright. So if you do this, it's going to make the environment that you're working in, or the situation that you're in, so much better. It's going to be harmonious. People are going to be happier because things are actually going to work out. There's going to be cause to celebrate and what have you. So, you know, the company environment will be, it will end up working out, but it's not going to work out unless you stand up for it and push it through, okay? As uncomfortable as that is for you. That's funny, because here they kind of tell you to kind of taper back a little bit. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here just kind of like, stay in your area, stay in your lane? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages in regards to how. Yeah, I mean, you know, if things get a little bit, like, I feel there's one person you can't have control over, and if you kind of get into their stuff, it'll make you crazy. It goes back to here. So this person still, you're going to have to learn how to kind of relax and take yourself out of situations and be okay with that. Because if you kind of get into areas, this is what's going to work against you in regards to your goal. If you get into areas that don't pertain to you, it's going to drain your energy. So you need to like meditate and take deep breaths and be like, okay, I could do it better. I don't agree with this, but, and I think it's in regards to just one specific area, not this group of people. Okay. So once you kind of do that and you relax, and then you have a different perspective, kind of like, you know, moving forward. We have the Seven of Cups here, and we have the Page of Wands. So just focus on your area, okay? Options that you have available to you, ideas that you have. I just get, stay away from this person. I mean, whatever they do, it's not your job to tell them how to do their job, and it's not your job to fix them. So like I said, just concentrate, because you have really great ideas brewing, a lot of options that you can kind of bring about. You know, in regards to money matters too, kind of telling people, well, this is what we should invest in, this is what we shouldn't, this is what we should stay away from. And the Page of Wands also is about, you know, news and great ideas and new projects and investments and things like that. So like I said, just stick to what you're good at. I'd stay away from this person. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Click on the sorry, you might consider a personal career reading, if this resonates, remember I said just send me an email and we'll do a reading where we incorporate your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign, and we do like a career spread on that. Otherwise, click on the Vimeo link below and we'll go into what is your dream job, and I'll have option 1, option 2, and option 3 that are very specific to a certain field. Otherwise, good luck to you. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.